Hey, welcome everybody. Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. I'm playing a 2022. This is Friday's game between the Mets and the Angels, and we are at in California, Los Angeles Angels. And for the Mets, it's going to be Nimmo, Kenna, Lindor, Alonso, Escobar, McNeil, Davis, Guillorme, Nito. These are the actual lineups. For the Angels, it's going to be Lagares, and ex-Met, Ohtani, Rendon, Walsh, Stassi, Marsh, Adele. I think he has one L in Adele. I believe it's one L. Get rid of that. Wade, Tyler Wade. He's an ex-Yankee. And Velasquez, another ex-Yankee, I believe, from the Bronx. All right. So the pitchers are going to be Tyler McGill. I have him up here. He's a CYZ. And Jonathan Diaz, a BW. And let's get started. Let's roll some dice. So you know what? I can do a couple different things with this. I can actually bring these guys here like that. And you know what? Let me try something different here. Let me put these to the side. All right. And let's roll some dice. Let's roll some APBA. I'm using the modern book simply because I'm playing moderns, and there may be data on these that more apply to the modern book versus the old boards that I use when I play my 61 cards. So I'm just giving you a heads up on that. I've had this book for about 10 years now, I think. All right, let's roll some dice. Let me grab a classic shaker. Actually, you know what? I'm going to grab a modern shaker. Plastic. And it's Brandon Nimmo leading off. He is the center fielder for the Mets today, and that's going to be a 33, and that's going to be a drive, and it's going to be split the outfielders and roll to the wall, and standing at second base to lead off the game is Nimmo, Brandon Nimmo. All right. Obviously, I'm a Mets fan, rooting for the Mets. I know I got a lot of stuff going on here. Let me move this to the side so it's not as distracting. These are the two pitchers. I keep them here. They're not batting. So Kenna is up. Nimmo at second base. Pitch. It's a 34. That's a fly ball. Center field. Center fielder Lagares settles under it for the first out. Nimmo will not tag. I don't think. Let's see. Runner on second, fly out to center. No. Next up is Lindor, Francisco Lindor, a shortstop 9. You can watch my video about how to create these cards. That's a 53, so that's going to be some sort of error. It's a 19, so that's to the third baseman with a runner at second base. Third baseman is fielding column 2. He's a 4, and that's going to be a hit by pitch, so it has no relation to an error in this case. So we got first and second now. Lindor gets hit by the pitch. That's a common occurrence with the Mets. They probably lead the league in hit batsmen. And here's Alonso with a 62, and that's a 41. First and second, 41. What is that going to turn out to be? And the fielding column 3 for the Angels, that's a triple play line drive, but there's one out, so there'll be a double play line drive to the second baseman. He steps on the bag, so it's a DP 4-4, and I circle my DPs, and that'll end the inning. No runs, one hit, one left, and we move to the bottom of the first, just like that. So Alonso lines out to second base, hit it on the screws, but right at the second baseman, who stepped on the bag and beat Nimmo for the third out. All right, here's Juan Lagares with a 36, and that is a strikeout. So chases the fastball, Ohtani now with a 13. That's ball 4, high outside. So Ohtani's on at first. I believe he's fast. I did not write that in, but he is fast. So we put that in. Here's Anthony Rendon, the pitch from Tyler McGill, a 41, and that is hit hard right at Lindor, who flips to the second baseman Guillorme back to first. 6-4-3 double play ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, a walk, nobody left, and we go to the top of the second inning. Escobar leading off with a 36, and that will be a pop-up second baseman. One away. McNeil next with a 55. That's line base hit. So McNeil's on fire. He's on with a single. And Davis, J.D. Davis is next with a 33, and that's going to be second column. And that's a base hit. Going to third is McNeil. Stopping at first is Davis. Next up is Guillorme. And Jonathan Diaz sets and deals. There goes Davis. The pitch is high, and it's thrown down from catcher Stasi, not in time. So it's a stolen base for Davis. Second and third now for Guillorme. And it's a 15. That's a 10 against the B pitcher. Let's see. Second and third, a 10. Against a B pitcher. That's going to be a single over third. One runner scores other to third with 2 outs. Both runners score. So the Mets are up 1-0. They take an early lead. Stopping at third is Davis. RBI single for Guillorme. Driving in McNeil. 1-0 Mets. Mets are in first place in their division. This is the game that was played on Friday, the first game of a 3-game set in Los Angeles. Here's Tomas Nido, the catcher, first and third. Infield's going to be in for, you know what, we're going to bring the corners in the middle halfway looking for the double play, and it's going to be a 46. Struck him out. Big K for Jonathan Diaz. So 2 outs now. Still the Mets have first and third, and it's Brandon Nimmo who doubled in his first at bat, leading off the first inning. Here's a pitch, and a 13, ball 4. He walks. The bases will be loaded. Bases are full of Mets now. Here in the top of the second, 1-0 Mets. And it's Mark Canha, came over from the Oakland Athletics. And a 43 is a 29 with the bases loaded. Diaz is a W. Fielding column 3, 29 is a ball that's hit right back to Diaz over to first, and that retires the side. But 1 run comes in on 3 hits. And the Mets lead at 1-0 going to the bottom of the second inning. Playing APBA 2022. Now, I know my hand is doing some unusual stuff there. All right. Walsh is up 13, and that is ball 4. So McGill walks Jared Walsh. Stasi next. And a 33. That's the third time I roll a 33. And a 55. That's going to be a drive off the wall. Walsh, if he's fast, he will score, and he is not. He will hold up second and third now. So Stasi gets a hold of a Tyler McGill fastball and drives it over the center fielder's head and hit off the wall, but played perfectly, bounded right to the center fielder, Nimmo, who got it in quickly. Nimmo doesn't have a great arm, but got to the ball quickly, played it exactly how you should off that wall. Here's Marsh now. Mets are going to play the infield back. Snake Eyes, that's a 6, second and third. And against a C pitcher, McGill's a C pitcher, and that's going to be a drive. That's down the line. If it's fair, it is a double at least, and it is. Scoring is Walsh. Behind him is Stasi, and into second base with a line drive double is Marsh. And he picks up a couple RBIs, and the Angels have taken the lead here, 2-1. Here's Joe Adell with a 33, another 433, and that's going to be a drive into the corner. That's going to be another double into second base with an RBI double is Joe Adell, and he has 2 L's. I thought it was 1 L. And it's 3-1 now. LA up. And here's Tyler Wade. Still no outs at 24, and he strikes out on the curveball. Andrew Velasquez is next with a 62, and that'll be a 39 with a runner at second base. The Mets are a B fielding column. 39 will be attempted steal to throw down from Nito, and he is out. 2-5 at third base. 2 away now. Velasquez still up. 52, and that's a bounce to the third. Picked up by Escobar over to first, but 3 runs come in on 1, 2, 3 hits, 3 doubles. The Angels lead at 3-1. Lindor, Alonso, and Escobar in the top of the third. 35, and that is a 22, which will be, remember, it's fielding column 3. That's going to be a ball hit. Oh, no, wait. No. Hold on. Dropped something. Nobody on. 22. This is, I have to look at the new book. And that's a ball hit right back to the mound and bobbled by the pitcher. No throw to first. Lindor is on with an E1. So Francisco Lindor. Here's Alonso, Pete Alonso with a 45, and that'll be ball 4. Second walk allowed by Jonathan Diaz. So the Mets have first and second, nobody out here in the top of the third. This seems, I'm getting the feel that this is going to be a high-scoring recording. Here's Escobar with a 14. That's lifted to left field. Over is Marsh for the first out. Next up is Jeff McNeil. 16 at 28. The shortstop is a 7. First and second with a 7. Shortstop. And that's second and third. No, first and second. 28 will be a 6-4 fielder's choice. Goes to second for 1. No throw to first as Alonso goes in hard. So first and third for the Mets here with 2 outs, and it's J.D. Davis. Davis singles and stole the base. And it's a 42, and that's going to read 13. Struck him out. That retires the side. So no runs, no hits, a couple left on base. Move to the bottom of the third. See if this game gets going a little bit faster, and that's a strikeout. So Juan Lagares swings and misses at a high fastball. Ohtani with a ground ball to the second baseman, Guillorme. 2 away, and here's Rendon with a 26. Struck him out, so a couple of strikeouts. That's 4 on the day for McGill. So no runs, no hits. We go to top of the 4th. Guillorme leading off. Then it's Nito at 23, and that's a 12 with nobody on. Bases empty, and that's going to be a ground ball to third. Over to first. 1 away. Here's Tomas Nito now, 26, and he swings and misses. Struck out in the second inning as well. 2 down, and here's Brandon Nimmo with a 52. Bounce to third. Picked up by Rendon. Fires to first. No runs, no hits. 3 up, 3 down. Bottom of the 4th we go. Jared Walsh leading off. 16. That's bounced to the shortstop. Lindor throws him out. Stasi now with a 35. Popped up in foul territory behind the plate. And that's the catcher. So FO2. 2 away. And here's Brandon Marsh with a 13. That's ball 4. That is his 3rd walk. McGill's 3rd walk. And here's Adele with a 43. A 29 will be strike 3, and that'll retire the side. No runs. No hits, a walk, 1 left. We move to the top of the 5th inning, 3-1, Angels. Mark Canha leading off with a 31, and that is a base hit, infield single. Third base, slow roller to third base, no throw to first, so he's on at first. Here's Francisco Lindor. Pitch to Lindor, that's a 31, and that'll be ball 4. So first and second for the Mets here with nobody out, and here's Big Pete Alonso, power hitter for the Mets. Cleanup hitter. Leads the league in home runs. Here's the pitch, and that's a 61, a 37 with runners on first and second. 37, fielding column 3, and that's going to read double steal. There go the base runners, and Cana steals third, and Lindor steals second. And Alonso's up. Here's a pitch, 65-35 with second and third. And that'll be pop up in middle infield, second baseman Wade makes the catch, and Alonso is unhappy with himself. Leads the league in RBIs as well. Here's Escobar, Eduardo Escobar, an ex-Brewer. Here's a pitch, 43 is a 29 with second and third. And that'll be a ground ball hit right back to the mound, played by Jonathan Diaz. Runners holds the runner at third, so 2 outs now. And McNeil. The Angels are 1 out away from getting out of a second and third, nobody out situation. McNeil with a 24, struck him out, and that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, 3-1 Angels. So the Mets are missing opportunities. They're getting them, they're just missing them. Tyler Wade, and that's the strikeout, the lead off. The bottom of the 5th. That is the 5th, the 6th strikeout. Velasquez now, Andrew Velasquez from the Bronx. And he gets into one here, drives one, and that's going to be a deep drive. And that ball is way back in the seats. Home run for Velasquez. 4. It's 4-1 Angels. Andrew Velasquez gets a hold of one. Puts it in the seats. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Ligares with a 15, and that is line base hit center field. 1 down, 1 on. Ohtani. That's a 66, and that's way back to right field. That is gone, no doubter. So Ohtani drove one deep, and it is 6-1 now. And I think that's going to be all for Tyler McGill. And we're going to bring in Peterson to face Rendon. Let's grab Peterson here. Let's see if we can find him. Made all the players that played in this. So Peterson is a B. He'll come in. He's a BYW. He'll face Rendon here with 1 out. 6-1 Angels. That's a 31. Ball 4. He walks Rendon. Jared Walsh with a 25. That'll be an 8. Probably an out. Definitely an out with a runner on first. B pitcher. That's a grounder to third. Runner will advance. 2 out now. And here's Max Stassi with a 61. 24 with a runner at second base. Fielding column 2. And that's a pop-up to short. Lindor is there, and that retires the side. But they pick up 3 runs on a couple of home runs. And they knock out Tyler McGill, the Mets starter. 6-1 now. We go to the top of the 6th. Let's see if the Mets can come back. J.D. Davis against Jonathan Diaz, 55, and that is a fly ball. A drive to center field. Will anybody get there? Yes. Center field Ligares runs it down. Here's Guillorme now with a 24. Swing and a miss, and he strikes out. 2 away. Tomas Nido now, 36, and that's a 38. I think that's like a that's going to be a walk. Yes, it is. 38 is it's a ball. Here's the next pitch. 46, struck him out. And that is a bunch of strikeouts here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strikeouts. No runs, no hits in the top of the 6th for the Mets. Mets trail 6-1. Brandon Marsh leading off of 14. That's cracked to left. Over his left fielder, Cana puts it away. Adele now with a 44. That's a drive to left center field. After it is Nimmo, and Nimmo runs it down. And Wade now with a base on balls. He walks. Velasquez, who homered, 39. There goes Wade. The throw down from Tomas Nido, and he is out at second base on a caught stealing. No runs, no hits, nobody left. We move to the top of the 7th inning. 2022 APBA. Check out my how to create these modern APBA cards. It's free. There is no cost involved. You can always donate. If you use it more than once, I would definitely donate. First time is just a free look, a free check, and see how you like it. But in these times of high inflation, and I think this is a good way to go. Create your own cards. A lot of times I buy a whole set of cards. I spent $60, $70, $100, and I only play a couple of teams. And I kind of put it away after that and get distracted. So if you're not going to play every single team, just print out a couple of teams and roll some dice and have some fun that way. Here is Brandon Nimmo leading off, and that's a fly to left fielder Marsh for the first out of the inning. Mark Canha now. Canha is 1 for 3, and that is bounced to Tyler Wade at second. And Lindor with a fly ball right field. On the run is Adele, and Adele comes up with it. No runs, no hits, 3 up, 3 down. We go bottom of the 7th, 6-1. 7th inning stretch. Velasquez leading off, and that should be a grounder to, grounder to second base. That is Guillorme over there for the first out. Lagares next with a 41, and he bounces it to Lindor at short, who charges it and throws him out. And here's Ohtani. Ohtani with a fly to center. No runs, no hits, 3 up, 3 down. We go to Pete Alonso leading off in the top of the 8th with a 24. Strike 3. Strikeout number 7. Escobar next with a 44, and that's a line out to center field. That's Lagares, 2 away. And here's McNeil with a 33. That's going to be extra bases for sure. And that's going to be off the wall. McNeil digging for 3, and he is safe with a triple, a 2-out triple. Here's J.D. Davis now. 2 outs, top of the 8th, 6-1. Angels playing APBA 2022. Yes, sirree. You can play that as well. J.D. Davis, and that is a drive, which will fall in there in a great play to cut it off. Scoring is McNeil, but Davis, who made a big turn, decided to stop. They are down by 4 runs now. It's going to be 6-2. RBI by J.D. Davis. Next up is Guillorme. 2 outs in here in the top of the 8th, and a Guillorme with a 33. That's line base hit. Stopping at second will be Davis. And Tomas Nido with a 53 and an 18. Ooh, that's going to be some sort of an error most likely. And it's a ground ball. No, they're going to give, that's a base hit single. 1 runner, runners advance 2 bases. S on first. Guillorme is not S. So 1 runner scores. The other to third, first and third. They're going to give Nido a hit, not an error. Not an error on the shortstop, but a hit for Nido on that 18 there. So it's 6-3 now. And the bullpen is warming up here. A 43, and that'll be it. A 29 will be a ground ball right back to the pitcher to end the inning. So 2 runs come in on 1, 2, 4 hits, and we go to the bottom of the 8th. Rendon leading off. Peterson is still in there. 61, and that is a 39. That may be a base on balls. And it is ball 4. We're bringing a new pitcher for the Mets. It's going to be Smith. No, you know what? It's going to be Rodriguez. Excuse me. Joely Rodriguez is coming in. Who do we got? We got Walsh as a lefty. Perfect. So So we got Joely Rodriguez. He's a YW, a DYW. All right, and he'll be a C against Walsh, and that's a 66, which is a deep drive, and that ball is way back, right field, gone in the seats. 2-run shot by Walsh, and it's an 8-2 ball game here in the bottom of the 8th. 8-3 ball game here in the bottom of the 8th. That is the third home run for the Angels in this game. And it's Max Stassi. Pitch 13, that's ball 4. Brandon Marsh with a 34, a drive to center. On the run is Nimmo, and he tracks it down for the first out. 13, and that'll be struck out Joe Adell. And here's Tyler Wade, 32, bounced to second base. End of the inning. 2 runs on 1 hit and a couple of walks. We move to the top of the 9th. Last licks for the Mets. Gonna get a new pitcher. We had, who did we bring in? We didn't bring anybody in. We're going to get the closer. I have no idea who the closer is. Let me just quickly look. Trout. Let me see who the closer would be. Wants, Herget, Jaime Barria, Ortega, Archie Bradley. The thing with APBA, they don't tell you anything about Raisel Iglesias. That is their closer. He'll come in and close it out, see what he can do. He has XYZ, DXYZ. All right. Velasquez, I'm sorry, it's up here. Okay, Canna leading off against Raisel Iglesias. Here's a pitch, and that's a 14, crack to left. Over is Marsh for the first out. Lindor with a 51, and that is a base hit. Check swing. Thrown out in time to first. Alonso with a 21, and he lifts one to left center field. Marsh. So the Mets are down to the last out here, trailing 8-3 in the top of the 9th in LA. Here's Escobar with a 41. That's bounced to short. Velasquez throws him out. That retires the side. Ball game is over. Mets lose it by a score of 8-3. Mets had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hits. I don't think they committed any errors. No errors. The Angels had 8 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits, 3 of them home runs. And I believe they committed an error, or maybe not. 1 error by the pitcher. So it's the Angels, 8 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. The Mets, 3 runs, 10 hits, no errors. 2022, last Friday's game between the Mets and the Angels. I'm not totally sure. Let me take a quick peek and see. Do I have the box score? Hold on a second. The box score for that game, the Mets won it 7-3, but they lose it here 8-3. And that game was played Friday, June 10th. And check out my videos on how to create the cards. It's very, very, very easy. And I will see you guys soon. Remember to join Universal Baseball Association Facebook group. It's for the guys that hate Facebook groups. You'll find great content, great bunch of guys on that group. And remember to like and subscribe my channel so I can do more stuff, and it helps me beat the algorithms. And I will see you guys very soon. Adios, muchachos, as they say.